Okay, so let's try another example. This time we will be deriving a function in a fraction form. But we will be using limits definition in deriving the function. Okay, so we have an example here. The y is equals to x divided by x plus 1. Okay, so as I've said earlier, the formula is y prime is equals to, as the limits of delta x approaches 0, f times x plus delta x, the function of x delta x, minus y divided by delta x. Okay, so sabi ko kanina, yung gagawin natin dito sa function of x, lahat ng x is, we will substitute it with x plus delta x. Okay, so let's start solving now. That would be y prime is equals, as the limits of delta x approaches 0. Okay, we will solve first for our function of x plus delta x. That would be x plus delta x divided by x plus delta x plus 1. Okay, minus our y is x divided by x plus 1 divided by delta x. Okay, so what we will be doing here is focus tayo dito sa numerator muna. So let's focus on our numerator. We will be using the butterfly method or the cross multiplication. Okay, that will be y prime is equals, as the limits of delta x approaches 0. Okay, that would be x plus delta x times x plus 1 minus x times x plus delta x plus 1 divided by, multiply natin yung denominator dito sa may numerator na part. That would be x plus delta x plus 1. Okay, plus 1 times x plus 1 times delta x. Okay, so magiging ganyan na siya. Next is we will perform a FOIL method in this equation here. And this one is i-distribute lang natin siya sa loob ng parenthesis. Okay, so let's solve first for the FOIL method. That would be x plus delta x times x plus 1. Okay, you just have to follow x times x, then x times 1. That would be x times x is x squared plus x. Okay, next is this one, delta x times 1 and delta x times x and delta x times 1. So that would be x delta x plus delta x. Okay, so let's rewrite it in our equation. That would be y prime is equals, as the limits of delta x approaches 0, we have x squared plus x delta x plus delta x minus x squared minus pa rin minus x delta x minus x divided by x delta x plus delta x. Great, that na. X plus delta x plus 1 times x plus 1 times delta x. Okay, same lang din. We will have to find the same terms. Then we will cancel out pag different yung signs. Okay, so we have x squared, positive x squared, negative x squared, positive x delta x, negative x delta x. We have positive x and negative x. So yung may iwan na lang is yung delta x sa numerator natin. Okay, that would be y prime is equals, as the limits of delta x approaches 0, delta x divided by x plus delta x plus 1 times x plus 1 times delta x. So since naka-multiplication naman or naka-multiply naman yung mga denominators natin dito, pwede na natin i-cancel, i-divide directly yung delta x dito sa numerator at delta x dito sa denominator. So magiging 1 na lang to. Okay, let's rewrite. That would be y prime, as the limits of delta x approaches 0, that would be 1 over x plus delta x plus 1 times x plus 1. Okay, so it was defined in our limits that our delta x is approaching 0. So yung delta x, lahat ng delta x dito sa equation natin is papalitan natin na 0. Okay, so our final answer, 1 over x plus 1 times x plus 1, or y prime is equals to 1 over x plus 1 quantity of 2, or raised to the power of 2. So this is the final answer.